You have $800,000 in the bank, yet your heart is racing over the price of a $4 coffee. Your palms are sweating. Your brain is running opportunity cost math. You feel a knot of guilt in your stomach. If I invest this $4 at 7% for 30 years, this latte actually costs me $32. So you buy the cheap $1 black coffee. You drink it. You hate it. You walk away feeling miserable. This isn't financial discipline anymore. It's a psychological trap that steals your life one smart decision at a time. Today, we're talking about the point where saving money stops being healthy and starts becoming a disorder. The moment your bank account grows while your world shrinks. For years, you were told saving is a virtue, and it is. The first $100,000 is brutal. You say no to vacations, no to nicer clothes, no to dinners out. You build discipline, you build restraint, you build a powerful saving muscle. But muscles can cramp. When you spend 10 or 15 years in survival mode, your brain rewires itself. Spending begins to feel like danger. Your nervous system treats a purchase like a threat. Psychologists call this scarcity conditioning. Your financial situation may change from struggling to affluent, but your nervous system hasn't received the memo. There's a biological reason for this. Chronic financial stress activates the same circuits as physical danger. Over time, your brain links money leaving with safety disappearing. Even when the threat is gone, the alarm stays on. And here's the twist. The more money you accumulate, the more you feel you have to lose. So anxiety doesn't shrink with wealth, it scales with it. You don't feel safer at $800,000 than you did at $80,000. You just feel like there's more at stake. At some point, you're no longer saving for a goal. You're hoarding against an invisible catastrophe your brain is convinced is right around the corner. How do you know if you've crossed the line? First, the moving goalpost. You told yourself, once I hit $500,000, I'll relax. You hit it. Nothing changes. Now it's $1 million. Then 2. This is called the arrival fallacy. The illusion that peace lives at the next milestone. But when you get there, the target moves. Because the problem was never math. It was fear, and fear doesn't have a price tag. Second, cheapness over value. You drive across town to save $12. You delay replacing a mattress while your back aches. You optimize pennies while bleeding life quality. Money is supposed to improve your life, not become it. Third, the social tax. You skip dinners because the restaurant is too expensive. You miss your brother's birthday because flights are not in the budget. Even though the cash is sitting untouched, you protect your net worth and quietly bankrupt your relationships. In finance, we obsess over the opportunity cost of spending, but almost never the opportunity cost of saving. Every year spent in extreme frugality is a year of youth you can't buy back. Money has a utilization window. $10,000 spent on a backpacking trip at 28 creates memories that compound for 50 years. At 78, it might not even be physically possible. I once met a man who retired with nearly $4 million. He drove the same car for 20 years, clipped coupons, refused upgrades. At 68, he had a health scare. Long-haul travel was off the table. He didn't regret not buying a bigger house. He regretted postponing life. Money compounds. But so does regret. Research discussed in the book Die with Zero by Bill Perkins suggests many retirees actually grow their net worth during retirement. They are so afraid to touch the principal that they die with a financial high score. They optimized for accumulation, not experience. If you die with $3 million, that's $3 million of life you never converted into living. So how do you break this? Think of it as exposure therapy for your wallet. First, the 10% spending rule. Create a separate account. 10% of your income goes there, and it must be spent on something unnecessary. If you don't spend it, you lose it. You're retraining your brain. Spending does not equal danger. Second, focus on net fulfillment, not net worth. Once a year, audit your life. Did your experiences improve? Is your health stronger? Is your time freer? If your net worth rose but your fulfillment dropped, You didn't win. You traded living for numbers. Third, buy back your time. If you have a high net worth but still spend Saturday morning doing chores you hate to save $50, you are not free. You are optimizing your prison. Your time is the only non-renewable asset you have. Fourth, change the narrative. Stop saying, "I can't afford it." Start saying, "I choose not to value this." But when something improves your health, relationships, or peace of mind, tell yourself, "This is what the money was for." Ask yourself one uncomfortable question. If your net worth doubled tomorrow, would your daily life actually change? Or would you simply raise the safe number again? If nothing changes, money isn't serving you. You are serving it. There's another layer to this that nobody talks about. Extreme saving often becomes identity. You start seeing yourself as the disciplined one, the responsible one, the smart one. And spending, even healthy spending, feels like betraying that identity. So it's not about the $4 coffee anymore, it's about who you think you are. And when money becomes your personality, letting go of it feels like losing control of yourself. But discipline was supposed to be a tool, not a cage you live in. Imagine two people with the same net worth. One checks their investment account every morning, calculates every purchase, and feels a spike of stress when markets dip. The other rarely thinks about it. Their systems are automated. Their lifestyle is intentional. Their spending aligns with their values. On paper, they are identical. In reality, one is wealthy. The other is just anxious with assets. At some point, optimization becomes self-punishment. You start measuring experiences by ROI. But not everything valuable produces a financial return. Some things produce aliveness, and that doesn't show up in a spreadsheet. We build wealth to buy freedom. But freedom isn't a number in an app. It's a nervous system that can relax. It's ordering what you actually want without running a 30-year projection in your head. It's booking the flight without guilt. It's sleeping well because your mattress supports your back, not your spreadsheet. True wealth isn't maximizing every dollar. It's maximizing your life. So start small, upgrade the coffee, fix the heater, take the trip, call the friend, hire the help. Because at the end of your life, your net worth will be reduced to zero. The only question is whether you converted it into memories before that happened. Time is the only asset you can't reinvest, and it's compounding in reverse. If you've felt this kind of money anxiety, share your story. When did saving stop feeling smart and start feeling heavy? And if this resonated, subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of money. We'll see you in the next one.